Greetings. A couple of years ago I made a video about Laserdisc player connected to an Xbox One to use Xbox One as a skating device. To my surprise, it got quite a lot of views, and I'm thankful for that. So I decided today to make a video, sort of an extension on it, and how my current equipment looks like and what I use to watch my physical media. So to start with the first, this is my main cabinet, the white one. It contains several items. I will point them out to explain the reasoning behind this. Starting from all the way down, like where my wand is showing, that's a Sony DVD player that has HDMI out and Toslink optical out. The reason that this one is here, when you have pretty much every device here that can play DVDs, is that this one is an American import. This was a new old stock I imported from the United States directly. For the main reason is to be able to watch Region 1 DVDs without any annoying modification of my current players. There's also another problem when you import stuff from US, especially when it comes to bigger items like this, is the voltage and hertz difference. And regular step down converters that are sold here would not do a good job to fix that. So what I did, I looked up what was the exact same European model of this player. I ordered that one. Those things are dirt cheap, and I simply swapped the internal power boards from each other. And this means right now the American player is fully connected to to our own voltage without any step down converters in between it, and it works perfectly. Very pleased with it. It upscales to 1080p. It delivers solid picture for DVDs, so very pleased for it. Then above, that's my LG 3D Blu Ray player. This one is pretty much my main machine for playing regular Blu-rays and DVDs that I purchase inside of Europe, and actually some also from North America that are region free. What I especially like about this player is the video adjustment settings that it has. And so I can dial in sharpness, I can dial in noise reduction. It really helps with some titles. So really pleased with this device. Then we have another import. I purchased this one myself when I was in Japan last year. It's a Pioneer Blu-ray player, which also has a Toslink connection, because my sound system is dependent on Toslink to get the surround sound connected. And the reason I purchased this Blu-ray player is because this is a Region A Blu-ray player. The LG one is the Region B, which is the European region. And Region A is Japan, and it's also of North America for Blu-rays. So with this player I can import Blu-rays to my heart's content. There's also a printout of the remote control, because the remote control is mostly in Japanese, and I found this picture of this remote control that has the buttons in English layout, so it's just a reference. Then we have the trusty Xbox One. This is the Xbox One S. I'm still very happy with this device. The main purpose for this device is a bit of gaming and watching movies digitally, and by digitally I mean I have a subscription to Amazon Prime, or to watch movies from USB devices, like use of external hard drive or external USB stick. And Xbox really does a good job with it. It has actually several applications that can do it, but I use the Movies application from Microsoft itself. It's solid, it's very usable, and it's very controllable. And then my most recent purchase, that's the PS4 Pro. Well, the main purchase for this one is gaming, and the reason I went with the Pro is a simple one, because the Pro has a Toslink connection. Sony decided to cheap out and strip the slim model of the Toslink connection when the regular PS4, when it launched, had it standard, and now only the Pro has it, so I was pretty much forced to get this one. But I am pretty happy with it. Then to go up, we have my soundbar system, which is actually which contains right, center, left, and for this one pretty much and it has 2 back speakers and a subwoofer. It's a Sony system. I will add descriptions of model numbers of all the devices that I have here in the description of this video, so you can look it up if you want to. It's a 600 watt surround sound system that supports Dolby stereo surround, actually, to my surprise. It's also sort of true analog. It supports Dolby Digital, and it supports DTS, the regular ones, not the fancy master audio and that kind of crap. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. The sound is great. The bass is strong. I have absolutely no reason to want to update it, and also because of the soundbar layout, it's very compact, and I don't need to run wires to every corner of my room. And right here, this is my main viewing screen. It's an LG ultrawide monitor. It's 32 inches. And right now I will show you the video footage just a small while later. It's right now actually playing a Laserdisc that is scaled correctly to be fully displayed on 21:9 aspect ratio. In this case it's a CAV version of Godzilla, the 1998 one. Then heading to my additional equipment. And we have, as I showed you in my Laserdisc collection video, my main Laserdisc player, currently my only one. Solid device, it has AC3, it has dual-sided play, it actually also plays video CDs. I have a couple just for fun, just to try it out. I have this device now for I think almost 2 years, and I simply don't want to get rid of it. It's solid, it performs always well, it doesn't make any funny noises, so this thing stays what it is. And just next to it, it's a Yamaha AC3 demodulator that converts the coded signal of AC3 signal from a disc to a regular Dolby Digital signal that my surround system understands. Then we have PlayStation Portal. It's in official Sony media dock. It was only available to purchase in Japan. I imported this one from Japan. And I have 2 PSPs. This particular one I use for UMD movies, which I have a small collection of. It's connected through component, and the quality is great, especially because the component is running through my DVD. It's the same as my Laserdisc player. Then next to it is the original Xbox, is also connected through component to another screen, just when I'm in the mood to play some nice retro titles. Then we have two N64 models. The translucent blue and white one is the PAL model, so it's for the European cartridges, and the gray model is the one I purchased in Japan on my last trip. This is the NTSC model. I modified the cartridge slot, or actually just the cartridge holder, and I removed those locking tabs, and now it and now it accepts also US cartridges, so it can play Japanese N64 games and US N64 games. Very pleased with the device, works great, and with the correct S-video cable it delivers a good enough picture to enjoy it. And then we have my video processor. It's a DVDO iScan VP20. So this one is responsible for scaling the Laserdisc. Also my PlayStation Portable is connected to it. I can connect other devices when I want to, but mainly it's for my I use it mainly with my PlayStation and my Laserdisc player. My Laserdisc player, however, is not directly connected to it. It goes through another device, and that's right here. It's an external comp filter, 3D comp filter, which I use to sharpen the image even more before it goes into the scaler. On its own, DVDO delivers an acceptable picture, but with this device that I also imported from Japan, the picture quality goes up a lot more, and I'm very pleased with it. Also, for this DVDO and for the model that I have before this, I am using an external cooling fan, a USB cooling fan that is connected to a USB hub at the back. The reason I'm doing this, those devices get very warm, and with my previous DVDO iScan device, I remember that it got so warm that it actually started to cut out. And when I added this external fan, it keeps it very cool, and it works brilliantly, no cutouts or whatever. And I just prefer it this way because it extends the lifespan of this device by a lot, and also especially because those video scalers are not easy to come by. It's a niche product. It's also sort of a professional product, and they rarely pop up. And if they pop up, they demand high prices. So that's why I want this thing to run as long as possible. Then at the very high stand is my PlayStation 3 Super Slim. I turn it on sometimes, mainly to check out some older PS3 titles if I pick it up. And this is my secondary screen. It's an old Philips LCD display. It's from the time when Philips actually made their own televisions instead of allowing some unnamed Chinese companies to slap their brand name on it. So this screen is of a very good quality. It delivers good picture, and I use it for my N64 and my original Xbox, because it has a component out and it has two S-videos in, one direct and one using a SCART adapter. So this is my video setup that I use on a daily basis, after work, maybe before work sometimes, and I'm pretty happy with it. And as a small demonstration of the scaling, I just want to show you a bit of a great Godzilla 1998 on Laserdisc, scaled all the way to 21:9. I will turn the sound off because or else YouTube gets its knickers in the twist. The great Jean Reno, which has a big part in this movie. So this was my overview of my video setup. Hope you enjoyed it and maybe picked up a few tips regarding playback of Laserdisc. And yeah, I really advise it, especially for the main thing I advise is to get an ultrawide display if you're a real movie fan and you want to watch it without the damn black bars. So, thank you for watching. Until the next time.